What's going on, everybody? It is Hartzz
Oh,
and The Ram. Ram, I had us on mute. Ram,
happy, bro.
how you doing today? I know the Hokies play. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the Hokies today. Uh, we're gonna see, man.
Yeah.
I'll not be surprised.
Yeah. Texas got
I'm
beat.
good though. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Texas got beat last week in the Red River rivalry. I still think they have a shot of making the playoffs, but they win the Big 12. Big 12.
That was a
But
fun game, man.
yeah. But I'm doing good. We're doing. I'm about to do some projects. We're gonna have a cold front coming through, so I'm gonna be working outside most of the day today after this and tomorrow. So it's gonna be like 60 and cold in Florida. So, uh, I'm getting. I'm gonna go out and stain the deck and um, got some things like that.
You're on
Uh,
your dad's shit, man.
I'm on my dad's shit. Ram, we're gonna look at week 5 real quick, just to remind people the picks, and then we're gonna go over this week's picks. So
Let's do it.
week 5 picks, week 5 records. Sorry, Josh 18-7 has been in first place. God, since did he finish week 1 in first place?
I believe he did.
He was
Yeah,
four
I've
and
heard.
one. He's been in
Yeah,
first place since week 2. So Josh has been in first place since week 2. Will, Ram, and Nick. He had a 3-game lead, and y'all cut the lead down to 1. Um, and you had a 2 and 3 week, so that
yeah,
he had a tough week. So you guys are 17-8. Caden, Squag, and Bobby 16-9, and then me, Garrett, and Alex are 15-10. We're all positive. We're all 5 games above 500,
yeah, man.
and it's a 3-game lead that you saw that can switch at any time during this week,
Very much.
during these bets. So we it's tight. We got the picks. We got the picks for this week. So let me get these picks set up, Brandon, and let's go over these picks.
Let's do it, man.
Um,
I'm excited. This is like the most exciting thing for me, man. Is whenever you bring the board up and I get to see what everybody else
yes,
has.
and I love the way that we're doing it. I am gonna change it a little bit here in the future. So I'm pulling it up on the YouTube because we got people watching. If anybody wants to comment, guys, throw some love in the chat. I like, subscribe, follow us along. We are
Hey,
now on
man. Hey,
Spot.
listen. If we get one like, I'll give my massive nutsack bet your house, your marriage, your kids parlay of the year.
Yes, and Ram, and we. I don't know if you watched last week. Um, I hope you did because you're part of the show. But me and Josh, or not last week, sorry. Yeah, last Saturday. Every Saturday,
Hell, bro.
I'm throwing my parlay up on the screens too now.
Ooh, I
And
like
if
that.
you follow, if you chase my parlays, what's up, Bobby? Hit a like, Bobby. Hit the like button. Uh,
It's free.
it's free. It's free to like. But yeah, my parlay hit last week and won me about $250.
Let's go,
Seven
bro.
game parlay. I feel really good about the one I built for this week. So, but before we do that, we're gonna go over the picks.
Let's hit it.
All right, Ram, who's your favorite?
My favorite, bro, is the. I think I got the Dolphins.
I think you got the Dolphins. I think
I
you got
think
the
I got the
Dolphins.
Dolphins, bro. So I was leaning 49ers Dolphins. I ended up going Dolphins. I think it's a very safe play, dude.
Um, yes, Dolphins. I think they definitely they play the Carolina.
Panthers.
Um, they're 14-point favorites. They are heavily featured in my parlay this week, and for good, I mean for good
I
amount of
wanna.
points.
I want to get something off my chest. I've kind of been in the closet for a while, man, but I am in two and on.
You're a 2 and on. I love it. What is up, Barty? Barty, hit the like button, subscribe to us, man. We're also on Spotify.
What's
Yes,
up, Bart?
I am a 2 and on. Josh gave his quarterback rankings every Tuesday. We're going to give new rankings for different positions.
I
Um,
like.
so Josh gave his quarterback rankings, and Josh's quarterback rankings, he has Tua at second. And I don't disagree. He's playing good football. I mean, whenever he's not under pressure and getting sacked 8 times a game,
Yeah, man.
getting hit, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Barty, I place my bets in Illinois. Squag places them. Squag's full control. He does it all. Don't tell anybody. But I don't collect the money out of there. It all goes to him. But he uses my account. So I just give him gambling advice. How about that? And then if he ever wants to pay me for that gambling advice, say the amount of bets, the amount of money that I won, then he pays me that money. My favorite Buffalo Bills.
Also thought about this.
My Jags, shout out Jags, my Jags.
My Jags, I like it.
They kicked the piss out of the Bills. Bills were a little jet lagged. They are coming back. They have a favorable opponent. They're favored by. I just put down their spread. I think it was like 12.5, or they might be the.
Yeah, it was like 12.5, 13.5, or something.
They got the Giants with no Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was ruled out. So
do you know who the backup is?
Who is the backup?
The backup, man, is my favorite quarterback ever in my life. Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor, let's do it. I don't think Tyrod Taylor is enough to beat the Bills.
Don't slander him.
I'm not slandering him. I don't think he is enough to beat the Bills, though. And that's why I made the Bills my get-right team of the week. So, Barty and others that are in here, my get-right team of the week, I put, I'm building up. So, I put $50 of the first week. Actually, the Jags versus the Texans, they got beat, so I was 0-1. I put $50 on my team the next week against the Vikings. They hit. I put I think I got $76. I put that against. It was last week was. Who was my right team of the week last week? I want to say.
I'd be fine if I told you, man. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But Tyrod revenge game. Barty thinks we could talk about that too.
Yeah, man.
But this week it's the Bills, so I just keep every amount of money that I win, I just keep putting on the get right team. Bills need to get right after that Jags. They need to show back to they're the best team in the AFC, which I still think they are. Tyrod revenge game against the Bills.
So, man, I want to go on a little tangent here. Tyrod Taylor, man, like I said, my favorite quarterback ever. Loved him at Tech. Tyrod did at Mikey against Nebraska. Favorite play ever. But, man, he was at the Bills. They drafted Josh Allen. The Browns, they drafted Baker. The Chargers, they drafted Herbert. Dude, he's never had a fair shot. He's such a good quarterback.
Yeah, but he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's good enough to beat the Bills.
No chance. And he's very old now.
Yeah. And then I'm not the only one, and this is going to be very. I mean, it's,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 70%.
Oh, man.
70,
come on, Tyrod.
So, yeah, that's big for you. If Tyrod, you like Tyrod, if he shows out, that's huge for you. But, I mean, everybody is on the Bills wagon. I don't think that Tyrod covers the spread. No. Tyrod had some bad luck. He took the Bills to play. He did, and that Bills team was not very good.
No, man, he was.
Yeah. I like Tyrod a lot. I just, the Giants situation is not good. Okay. So.
And maybe it wasn't Josh Allen in Buffalo. Maybe it was E.J. Manuel. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the timeline of there exactly, but they ended up in the right spot with Josh Allen. He's a stud. Sure. Garrett's with you on the Dolphins, so you got somebody with you riding with you.
The pick.
And then Bobby took the Chiefs, and Bobby hit the Chiefs. So
I want to know, man. Bobby's getting hot, bro.
Bobby is getting hot. We are 1-0 in our favorites. Bobby had a 4-1 week last week. He had the best week last week. So
yeah, no, he was talking a little smack. You said it was an awful week for everybody. Bobby said he was in the green, and he was, dude.
He was. I was just saying, in general, for us, the way our picks have been looking, that was a terrible week, and just as a whole.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
I tell my students all the time. Y'all know I'm a teacher. I tell my students, if the class is acting bad, a majority of it, everybody's gonna get in trouble. 9 people out of 10 were acting bad last week in our bets. Everyone's in trouble. It's a bad week. So, but Bobby's 1-0 this week, so that's huge. Someone else took the Chiefs this week, and we're gonna talk about that here soon in a different spot. Underdogs, though. Underdog. Bobby, yes, sir. Bobby says that. Get rid of the Bobby slander right now. I went with Texans. I'm sticking with the Texans this week. They play the Saints. Saints did look good last week, but it's a 1.5 spread. They are at home. C.J. Stroud hasn't thrown a pick yet. I think this is going to be a sloppy defensive battle, and I think anybody can win these games. And to be honest, the other favorites I saw, the other underdogs I saw, I did not care for. I think like the Chargers were +3 or something like that against, or +2.5 against the Cowboys. But I don't want to bet against the Cowboys with, they're a strong team. The other one I was looking at, Patriots -3.5. I didn't want to take that because of how bad they played, but I think they can kind of get right this week. I don't want to bet against the Bengals. I didn't want to bet against the Lions. I didn't want to bet for Arizona. I didn't want to bet for the Bears. They have a close spread, even though that Justin Jefferson's out. It's hard to bet for the Bears with their situation. So I felt like this was the commies. The commies are 2.5, but Desmond Ridder doesn't lose at home.
Ever.
I will never bet on the Titans again. So they will never be one of my underdog picks again. So it's just, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm not in love with this Texans pick. I'm not the only one. Ram, talk about your Bears though.
Well, man, the Bears, dude, I like Justin Fields a lot. I figure with Justin Jefferson out, man, I know they got some guys still, but they've been disappointing. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this one, man, and then maybe Kirk Cousins plays somewhere else.
Yeah. We talked about that last week. That the Vikings have to win this game. The Vikings are going to. Barty, I'll get to the Titans in a second again. The Vikings got a tough one at San Francisco. They have to win this week because you're going to lose to San Francisco. And then they have about 4 in a row that they could win. If they don't win this week, it's all over. If Kirk Cousins, if they go 1-6 because they're going to lose next week, I could see Kirk getting traded. And and Kirk's a great quarterback. He's playing well, but they're just not winning games. And I think this was the first 5 weeks they had a turnover on the first possession. So. They need to make a statement, go down and score, make the Bears play from behind. I don't think the Bears can play from behind well. So
I would agree with that.
Yeah, if you go down and score and get the ball, the Fields, get a stop, I think you're in good hands, and you could just play. Kirk Cousins makes good. You just got to protect the quarterback, and the Bears' defensive line isn't getting that much pressure.
For sure. And another thing, the Bears, man, I know they're on like their 3rd string running back. I know Herbert's out.
Yeah.
Johnson's out. Deontay Foreman, I think, is the guy this week. But he's played well in some spots before.
Well,
so, man,
if you're the Vikings defense, who you got to focus on. DJ Moore.
Oh yeah.
And Colton.
That's
Matt.
it, man.
Yeah. Let me go back to the Titans real quick. Barty. I can't bet on. I'm 0-2 on the Titans bets, and I think it was week 1 and week 3. And I'm 0-2 in both weeks. Ryan Tannehill literally, or maybe week 1 and 4, literally just completely. He looked like a rookie quarterback that doesn't belong in the NFL. That's playing 3rd string those 2 weeks. Every time I bet on him, like I bet him against the Browns, they lost 27-3. Then I didn't bet on him. I said I'll never bet on him again. They go out and beat the Bengals. You don't know what you're getting with the Titans, and I will never bet on them again. That's just that easy, or at least until they make major changes.
Yeah, man.
Ram.
Hey,
you.
I don't like that.
30% more. I don't like that either for you because that many people.
I thought, man, I didn't think a lot of people would be on the Bears, but
yeah. I was shocked to see how many Bears came in.
There's not a lot, like you spoke on it earlier, there's not a lot of underdogs I like this week. I did kind of like the Texans, but I bet on them last week. They lost, so
yeah. But
I don't know, man. They got to prove it to me, kind of like what you're talking about with the Titans. Once I bet on you and we lose, show it, then I'll bet on you again.
And that loss last week wasn't anything crazy. It's just that.
Oh man, they should have won.
Yeah, they should. I think they should have won that game. The defense gave up too many plays in the final minute, and like 46 seconds to Desmond Ridder, and they have that game won. They score late. I don't think that the Saints. I just think it's gonna be a sloppy game, and it could go just like it did the Falcons either way. I wasn't the only one with the Texans either. Josh was with me on the Texans, so. It wasn't, and actually...
That's a good guy to have Rashad.
This would have been a great week to have Josh on because 4 out of our 5 picks are the same, and
Wow.
yeah. And I placed my picks before I see anybody else's picks, so and I don't change. Like I personally wanted to make some changes as soon as Daniel Jones went out. I wanted to play the 49ers spread, and change it up. But I was like, I seen everybody's picks, and
That's fair.
yeah, and I don't change my picks. So
Yeah, you real deal.
Unless someone major in my picks like if I pick Bengals and Joe Burrow is out for the game, I'm not taking the Bengals favorite anymore. That's the only time I'll change my picks. But which we are allowed to do up until Sunday. So if you ever see anything change, it's because someone major got injured. Like if someone took the Browns and Deshaun Watson ain't playing, you don't have to. Because we do submit our picks by Wednesday. So Bijan Nutty, though, Texans game going to be a good game this week. Yeah, I hope it's a good game, Barty. I think that they can beat the Saints. I know they're going to play with them. I don't see the Saints doing what they did to the Texans, what they did to the Patriots. Rambo, we had 3 on the Chargers this week. Chargers against the Cowboys on Monday night. I don't hate it if Eckler plays. He is not even questionable anymore. So it looks like he's going to play.
No, he's going to play.
But
hey, man, listen, tough week last week for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, the Chargers defense hasn't been playing up to par. If this Chargers defense...
Cowboys offense hasn't either.
But if this Chargers defense plays like they should play, their offense with Eckler is back, and their offense can put, you can see their offense put up some points. So,
yeah, it's going to be a solid game.
Yeah.
I don't hate the pick at all. If I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I would have considered it myself.
If we weren't doing money line, if we were doing spreads, this would have been my pick. Because I think the Chargers and Cowboys could come down to a 3-point game, and the spread's like 4.
Yeah, no, easily, for sure. It's going to be a good game.
The spread is set at it's 2.5. So I don't know. I thought it was 4.
It probably started before. It just moved a little bit, I'm sure.
But yeah, and then Garrett with a very surprising one. He's taking the Seahawks to beat Cincinnati in Cincinnati. But here's the thing. The Seahawks are very good in playing in the Eastern time zone under Pete Carroll. Because they're a West Coast team coming over Eastern at the 10 o'clock slate for them. They play, I think they're like 11-5 all time with Pete Carroll. So I don't hate the pick, but Joe Burrow looks like he's back, and the Bengals need a win. Bobby's got to risk a few to try to move to the top. And booing Garrett for taking the Seahawks. He is a Bengals fan. I don't like the pick, personally.
Same.
Barty loves the Seahawks this week. Thinks it's a good pick. But Joe Burrow looks good. T. Higgins, as of right now, I haven't seen if he's going to play. But they gave bulletin board material for Jamar Chase. T. Higgins is still listed as questionable. Will be a game time decision. He got in a full practice in week 5, so it's looking like he's going to play. And if Joe Burrow's looking like he did, he was moving around the pocket well against the Cardinals.
He looked awesome, man.
He looked back to normal. He rushed for a couple times. So I personally think the Bengals win this game, but Seattle's a stingy team.
I respect it. You got to take a chance on an underdog, man.
Yep. And Garrett has. I think Garrett he's the only one who took this underdog, and he's the only one who took. You and him took the Dolphins. So Garrett, if Garrett's hit and we don't, he makes some moves.
For sure.
Overs. Ram.
Me starting?
You starting? Man,
I took the over again. I've taken the over in this team's a lot. Man, I've taken the Jags overs.
Yeah.
Man, I just like it. I don't think Gardner Minshew is that big of a drop off from Anthony Richardson.
If better.
AR is, obviously a bigger threat running, but
yeah.
Minshew Mania, Minshew Mania, baby.
Yeah.
A little kind of revenge game for him as well.
Yeah.
So, hope they light it up, man. Also, man, I have Trevor Lawrence in my fantasy league, and I'm a huge believer in him, and I'm banking on that offense as well.
They did hit the over week one. They scored 52 week one. It was 31-21 game. I also and Josh also took this over. They hit it once. They're playing it. They got it twice. The only thing that scares me is the Jags coming back from a 2-week trip in London. So
yeah, for sure.
that is a little nerve wracking, but I don't. This is a game the Jaguars need to win. I think that they're going to have a good game plan. Peterson's going to have them ready. Gardner Minshew's shown that he can move the ball, so I'm not worried with no Anthony Richardson. Jonathan Taylor's back. Zach Moss is running the ball well.
Awesome last week.
I think this is going to be a nice, like 27-20 game.
What was the number? I've seen that.
Yeah, and the over is 46. So
yeah, that's hidden.
Yeah. I think it's a no-brainer to take this one, especially they scored 52 last time.
This might be the first time we've been on the same side of a pick, dude.
It might be. The next one, I love it and I hate it. I love Lions overs. I love Lions overs. They score points. Amara is supposed to play. Gibbs, we don't know yet. Gibbs was limited again or out for practice. I'm actually playing against Gibbs.
They even need Gibbs, dude?
Gibbs is out.
Montgomery's running like a motherfucker.
Yep. I think I like it, but the Bucks do what?
Are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The Bucks defense is solid. Their offense can be solid. The Lions defense can be solid. I like it and I hate it because number one, they're playing outdoors and the Lions are different cats when they play outdoors. And then number two, both defenses can be stingy. But both offenses could be stingy. So I'm kind of on both sides of this. It's set at 43.5.
Man, I think we'll get to what I think about it, but I love to see this.
Yeah. I'd love to see it hit, but also with 4 people taken, I'd love to see it not hit. But I have skin in this game, so I have the Lions spread. See you later, Barty. Thanks for hanging out. I'll hit you up. Thanks, Barty. We'll see you again. And maybe next time we'll have Barty on. Barty,
yeah, man.
If you ever want to hop on with us, let us know. You don't have to be in this, and you can join the Bet League next year. The next one, Dolphins, Panthers. This is Bobby's the only one who took this. Bobby I like the fact that Bobby's going kind of outside the box.
Yeah, me too.
I don't hate the pick. I personally wouldn't have picked it. It's set at 48.
What's the number?
48.5.
Dude, I could see the Dolphins scoring 48.5.
But if they don't, I don't see the Panthers scoring that much.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it could be like 35-10 easily.
Yeah. It could be. It's tough. It's not supposed to be incredibly hot down in Miami. We got a cold front coming through. It's going to be like 89 degrees. So, I mean, it's still hot down there, but not that hot. But, I mean, I can see the Panthers gotta risk it for the biscuit, he says. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Barty. I could see the Dolphins just blowing the brakes off this game, but then the Dolphins also scored 70 by themselves. So, again, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I've kind of figured out you don't want to take overs on teams that have huge spreads because those teams usually don't score. So, like you saw the Chiefs beat the Bears 38-10, and I think the over was set at 51, and they didn't hit that 1 week, or maybe they did hit, but that's just a bad example. But the blowouts seem to not hit as much as these closer games do.
Agree.
Yeah. So but Bobby, I don't hate it because the Dolphins' offense is so good. Don't like this one. Actually, for Nick, we're not changing the line. We agreed that we're keeping the line at the Wednesday odds at 37.5. The line dropped down to 35.5.
Wow.
But I don't think I can double check. I don't think Watson's expected to play.
I don't think he is.
And if Watson's not expected to play, and they're not playing Robinson either, they're playing Who are they playing? They have another quarterback they're playing. They're not
No
playing
idea.
Dorian Robinson. So,
TR, no Watson.
yeah. I don't see. Again, it's not one I'm going to pick. And this one I think is worse than the Bobby pick just because the Browns defense is so good. And
Agreed.
he's out. Who's playing, Bobby? Can you find who's playing for us? But the Browns defense is really good. This could be like one of those where the Titans beat them 27-3.
Yeah.
37 and a half is not a lot of points, but Rambo the Browns offense, I can't expect them to score more than, especially against the 49ers defense, more than 10 points.
No, it's going to be shut down, man. Yeah. Tens, I don't know if they get a touchdown.
Yeah.
We may bet Browns team total under. Give me that.
All right. Well, I just wouldn't pick this one, especially with Watson out. I don't think I would have picked it with Watson in and over and under that low. Last one, Eagles Jets. So Garrett with another pick outside of kind of the box. Eagles Jets. This one is set at 41 even. So there's a chance for a push for Garrett.
Oh, yeah. I like that. That's a good pick. I think.
PJ Walker. That's who it is. PJ Walker's playing for the Browns. So no, against that 49ers defense.
Change it now.
Yeah, no. I don't hate this pick. Zach Wilson's I kind of like it. Zach Wilson's looking better. Breece Hall's running like an animal.
Yes, sir.
Eagles offense is going to score their points. Eagles defense hasn't been playing up to par. The only thing that could be a little scary for the Jets to score points is Zach Wilson historically is not great under pressure. He likes to scramble, go side to side, throw it out of bounds, or But 41, I don't think that's too high for this. I don't mind this pick at all. Yeah. Garrett, I'm gonna say good pick on this one.
Same.
Unders. I don't know who's first, but I'll go ahead and go first.
Great pick.
I love it. It is set at, I think it's around 41 as well. It is set at 41 and a half. Both offenses. I don't think the Patriots offense is better than the Packers offense. I think their defense is a little better. And the Raiders just scored a 17-10 game. They didn't hit the over last time they played. They played last year, and that was that crazy game. And I think it was 17-17 was going to go to overtime, and they scored that touchdown to end it.
Yeah.
So both offenses just don't look right. The only thing is I don't think there's anyone out there to guard Devontae Adams this game.
Yeah, no Christian Gonzalez. I know they traded back for J.C. Jackson.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think Devontae could definitely get some separation.
I just think that this is going to be an ugly game all around.
I don't think I'll watch a second of it.
I don't either. I like the 44. I liked it if it would have been at 44 better, but I'm sticking to it at the 41.
This might be the game that like Red Zone forgets tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, man. I said that I love that everybody was betting the over in this game. I like the under, man. Yeah. I forget what's the number at live.
46.
46, man.
43.
It's gonna be 21-10 lines.
Yeah.
Maybe 24-10, maybe 24-14.
Yeah.
I think we're fine then.
Yeah. I'm on either side of it. The line, either they could put up points or not, and they're better in a dome. They're not in the dome. They're playing at Raymond James, and it's actually gonna it's gonna be cool over there for Florida weather. So it might be good football weather, to be honest.
Dude.
But it's gonna be windy. We have that cold front coming through. I don't hate. I don't like it. I don't hate it because you just don't know what you're gonna get out of it. But I like the fact that you have it. I think someone else might have it. Someone else. Will has this. No one else has it. Will has mine too. So you're going up. If you hit this, you gain
huge.
You gain a spot on 5 people. So
I might have to watch that game tomorrow. I think. Man.
Yeah, put that on your TV. Will's with me. Alex is on New Orleans and the Texans. Again, I think this could be a very sloppy game. We talked about the game It's at 42.5. I think this might be my favorite under of the week. It's going to be sloppy. Both defenses can play. The Saints, they scored 34 last week, but the Patriots just looked miserable. I think that game can hit that under. I think this is my favorite under of the week. Bobby's going head to head against Nick. I think what we can do, we can talk in the chat. Bobby's here. We can talk about possibly giving both teams a point in the direction 30 and go 36.5. Make it a little more fun. But because it did drop to 35.5. Or we can just keep it at the 37 like we're going to do. But if Bobby wants to give a point, I like this under. It is super. I think this is the lowest under we've seen at 35.5 this year.
Yeah, I think so.
But the thing is Brock Purdy can just go out there and throw for 4 fucking touchdowns like it's no problem.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I took McCaffrey anytime touchdown, and he will tie the record for most consecutive touchdowns.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, guess what we're rooting for? Points in this game. But
which we may get.
It's high. It's high, Ram.
What is it?
48.5.
Damn.
48.5. This is a high. And the Rams, when the Rams had an offense, played a 6-3 game against these guys. You know, back a couple years ago. This is just going to be an old-fashioned NFC West slugfest. I think I like the under on it too. 48.5.
It's a good pick.
I just figured that this was going to be one of the most chosen. I was right, so I didn't take it. So,
it's good.
Yeah, I don't have any much more to say about it. I mean, the Cardinals' offensive line / Josh Dobbs against Aaron Donald. The Rams have been playing in low-scoring games. I think they definitely didn't hit the under last week with the Eagles. Or they didn't hit the over. They didn't hit the over against the Bengals. I don't see the defense giving more points up to the Cardinals. But I look for a Puka big game, and I look for a Cooper big game, and I look for the Rams to win this by double digits.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I almost put the Rams as my other get-right team of the week. But the Cardinals beat the Cowboys, and I don't know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. No, James Conner he's out, right? So
yeah,
I don't.
Deontay Ingram or some other kid.
You know, and I just said that the Texans Saints might be my favorite under this week. I think this is my favorite under. You know, I think this is gonna hit the under. Spreads, Rambo, tell me about it.
Easy. It's easy, bro. 5.5. It's easy.
Yeah, and you weren't the only one.
That sucks, but good picks.
And this is one I told you I wanted to change it to it. I'm glad I didn't, because I'm on the Lions and Josh was on the Lions. We have a chance for a push at 3 points, so I like that. So we could have a tie in our records, and I think this would be the time that a push happens. Yeah. So I like the Lions. I like the 49ers. I think these were two of the easiest picks this week. Don't like this pick.
No.
Don't like it. They didn't hit the over against the Steelers. They're playing the Titans that has a little better offense. In Tennessee. Tennessee's a stingy team. I don't like this pick.
Same.
Yeah. Bobby's going head-to-head against Garrett with the Seahawks.
Hey, man, respect Bobby betting on his squad, bro.
I love Bobby.
Squawk did it as well. Shout out Squawk. I didn't give him a shout out.
Yeah. And Bobby says Rams are going to put up 38 alone on the Cardinals. Sorry, Bobby, I missed that. I don't think so. I think the Cardinals.
I hope so, Bobby.
I hope so. I hope it hits the over. But they can also score 38 points and still hit the under because the Cardinals got to score. Cardinals got to score more than 10 points. So
yeah, they have to get 14 to win.
That's what I don't like about those games. I like the teams I think are going to play close games for the overs. Bobby Bengals head-to-head against Garrett, who's got Seahawks money line. So that's big for Bobby right there. Nick with the Eagles, 7-point spread, another chance in New York against the Jets. Don't hate it, don't love it. Eagles have been playing too many close games for me to take a 7-point spread for them right now.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I think it's a good pick though. I mean, the Eagles.
Yeah.
You would think they win by more than 7, but
they just haven't.
yeah, they
the,
failed
the
to do
only
that
game
way.
they have was last week against the Rams, and their
Yeah.
defense looked elite. If their defense plays like that in the second half against the Rams, this is a great pick. But 4 out of the 5 weeks, I'm not on the Eagles.
Same.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of got a hatred for him.
Garrett against the Chiefs, 10.5 points.
Damn.
And the Broncos scored and went. Wait, was the score 19-8?
I think that was the score. Yeah, I can check real quick. I've got it right here, handy.
I think he hit.
Wait a second. The score was 19-8. Yeah.
Oh, Garrett, I'm so sorry, Garrett. You hit this. Let me.
Dang.
Let me hit that. Get that off. Let me get that check mark. I was like so ready to just throw shade on that, but Garrett is 1-0. And let me go ahead and make this green for Garrett over here. So here's our picks. Here's our picks outright, so everyone sees our picks. So far in the week, we're 2-0 as a group. I was about to throw some shit at Garrett. So, the picks are there. My apologies, but that is our picks of the week. Ram, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited. We've got a great slate of football coming up. We got a great slate of football tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Best time of the year.
Can't beat it.
Best time.
Bobby says, trying to cheat that man. No, I make mistakes all the time. You see it in our Madden League that I run as well. We all make mistakes. I send the records, and I give you guys access. So, if there's a mistake made, there should be 20 guys on it. Rambo, we got to do one more thing.
I know what it is, baby.
It's time for the Weddle. Who we want this week? We're going this one. The first one's offense first.
Offense first?
Yep, only offense. And then the second one's offense and defense and kickers and punters.
Refresh me on the rules. Can it be like offensive linemen as well?
Nope, just offensive. This one's skill players.
All right, skill players, tight ends included, then yes.
Yep.
Dude, let's start with Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. Well, the only thing we got right was his number. His number's higher than 82, but he's short. But so
it's a receiver.
It's a receiver in the AFC with a high number.
Isn't Duvernay 83?
I don't think so. Well, I know Tyler Boyd's 83. Let's try Tyler Boyd. That's my pick.
Try.
Okay, a wide receiver, higher than 83, short little guy, not in the AFC North.
Not in the AFC North.
AFC South.
Higher than 83?
Yeah. AFC East. All these short guys have small numbers. We're looking at a short guy with a high number. AFC West.
AFC West. Nobody there, nobody there.
This is tough. Debo, Ayuk are high numbers. Puka, Cooper, Tutu are high numbers. Gabe Davis, his number's higher. It's an AFC team. Oh, I'm thinking of NFC teams there. Gabe Davis, his number's 18. His number is higher than 83.
Yeah.
Bills, Patriots. What's Devontae Parker's number?
Devontae Parker.
11, I think.
Yeah, 11 is definitely his number.
Bills. Well, here let's get into a division here.
Okay.
What's that little dude on the Bills? Shakir?
Shakir?
No. I don't know.
I don't know little dude on the Bills, to be honest.
Okay. Let's say AFC West. Chargers?
It's not Keenan Allen.
No, his number's too low.
It's not.
What's Quentin?
Quentin Johnson's tall, right?
No. Okay. Chiefs. Raiders. Hunter Renfrow is 80 or 10 now, right? Or 13.
Yeah. How tall is Jacoby Myers?
He's number 16.
Damn, that is right.
Broncos. Jerry Jeudy? What's his number?
He's 14.
That's Sutton 10.
Sutton's 10.
Those are vice versa though, but yeah. Holy cow, Ram. AFC South. I'm stumped right now.
What about AFC? It's not AFC North, right? So AFC South. Let's talk about.
Yeah, it's not AFC North. Jaguars. It's not.
It's not Zay Jones. He's 7. It's not Kirk.
Any of those.
No, it's not.
Colts.
What about Michael Pittman, dude?
Number 10.
He's number 10. I thought he was 88 for some reason.
This is incredible. Who's number? Texans. Nico Collins. What's his number? 17.
16, 17. Yeah.
What
number's Tank Dell?
4.
Yeah.
Which I think is an ugly number for a receiver. Dude. Well, let's just get into a division. Titans. Hop is 10. Who's their other receiver? What's Burks?
Traylon Burks is 83, I think.
I think his number's like 16. But let's just rule out a division. Yeah. Not the AFC South. Okay, let's go AFC East. Let's think of an AFC East team. Let's do Devontae Parker. Because I don't know what his number is. His number's 1, but it is on the Patriots. Who are the Patriots receivers?
What number is Juju? He's up there, right?
I don't know. It's not Juju. We have a couple guesses left. Oh, this is tough. I don't know any of the receivers.
I don't either.
Oh,
dude.
You know who it is? Is
Kendrick Bourne?
That's who I think it is. I think it's 84. Kendrick Bourne.
Hey,
That was tough. That's probably going to be tougher than our defensive one. Okay.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm going to go Gabe Davis because that's what Bobby said. An AFC East defensive player, tall one. Not on Buffalo. Let's do Jude. What's Judon's number? His number's low, isn't it?
His number's 9.
He's a linebacker, but a lower number for Bradley Chubb. He's number 2. Boom.
Let's go, bro.
All right, one last thing. Our immaculate grid, and we're done. Let's go watch some football.
Let's get it.
Our immaculate grid. My baby is crying like crazy. 10,000 passing yards. We just got to go Big Ben, right?
Big Ben, yeah, easy.
I want to get it this time. The last couple times, we've been trying to get people shorter. This one's Carson Palmer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think Burrow's made it to 10,000 yet, or if he has.
I don't think so either.
Hall of
Famer? Aikman. Is he in the Hall?
I don't know.
I don't think he is yet. But I feel like he should be.
Okay. Who was in the Hall? Well, let's just go Steve Young then.
Steve Young is in the Hall.
Okay. Hall of Fame Eagle player. Brian Dawkins?
Brian Dawkins should be there.
And Seahawks Hall of Fame player. Sean Alexander?
Sean Alexander seems like a great pick.
Okay. This is scaring me. No. Gosh. Is Matt Hasselbeck?
No.
Who else? Somebody weird played for them. Did Terrell Owens play for them?
Maybe. Try. Yeah, I feel like he might have.
No. There's a receiver that played for him that was crazy. Let's go Bengals, Eagles. Or one of these. The Tyrod.
Hey, so for Steelers, Eagles, it's Terrell Edmonds.
Is that the right Edmonds?
Yeah.
Nice. Bengals, Eagles, Bengals, Seahawks, Bengals, Steelers. Steelers. Quarterbacks.
Steelers, Seahawks. Did Mike Vick ever play for the Seahawks?
I don't think so.
Okay. What about Geno Snow? Did Geno play for the Steelers?
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I think he was.
I'm kind of stuck here. Who is the Seahawks Hall of Famer?
I have no clue, bro.
A Bengals Eagles player. Thinking quarterbacks. No. Wide receivers. Hushmanzada. I don't think so. Why is it so hard today? I didn't do any of the other ones either. I'm going to go ahead and hit the give up button. I'm lost.
Yeah, no, it's fucking us.
I would never got Franco Harris. Never would have got Steve Largent. TJ Hushmanzada, I said him.
Damn.
I said him for that one too.
That sucks.
And then Terrell Owens was here. Okay. All right, Rambo.
That's it, huh?
That's it. We ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. Well, you have a good day, Bobby. Thanks for hanging out with us.
You too.